Western Michigan vs. USC 2017 live stream, time, TV schedule, and how to watch online. Both the Western Michigan Broncos and number 4 USC Trojans had big 2016s. But heading into 2017, they're facing drastically different expectations. They'll start their seasons against each other on Saturday in Los Angeles, with the Trojans likely to roll. USC enters the year with national championship upside. It started 1-3 last year, but the last of those losses, at Utah in late September, is still the last time the Trojans lost. That was redshirt freshman QB Sam Darnold's first start. He won his next 9, and USC finished 10-3, and with a Rose Bowl victory over Penn State. Darnold is now a leading Heisman Trophy candidate and the Trojans a contender to win the whole thing. WMU went 13-1 last year, including a 12-0 regular season. A MAC championship drought since 1988 came to a close. But the Broncos lost a ton in the offseason, most notably their head coach, P.J. Fleck, to Minnesota. But basically the entire offense is gone, including receiver Corey Davis and quarterback Zach Terrell. New coach Tim Lester still has a lot in the cupboard on defense, but regression is coming anyway. Time, TV channel, and streaming info. Time, 5:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Location, Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. TV, Pac-12 Network. Streaming, Pac-12 Network. I don't mean to convey that WMU isn't still good. It should be. The Broncos have a whole stable of good running backs, and a defense that was underrated last year has almost everyone back. The Broncos finished 69th in S&P Plus, one of the better marks among teams in the Group of 5 conferences. Lester, a former XFL quarterback, is an offensive mind by trade. A Davis-less, Fleck-less offense won't be as good as last year's top 25 unit, but it won't surprise anyone if the Broncos still score points. But against USC, those will be hard to come by. The Trojans lost a good bit from last year's team, but they've got a lot back too. And what returns is a bunch of talent, which the Trojans can use to outclass every Pac-12 team except maybe Washington and Stanford. If everything comes together, USC will be as good as anyone in the country. It's a fair possibility that Darnold is the best quarterback in the country this year, and he's uniquely positioned to succeed. In the backfield with him, he's got a great returning running back, Ronald Jones, plus a 5-star freshman, Stephen Carr, who could contribute immediately. At receiver, he loses Juju Smith-Schuster, but he's still got former blue chippers all over the place. In addition to a returning group led by Deontay Burnett, USC has one of the best freshman receivers in the country, local 5-star Joseph Lewis. The offensive line lost 3 starters but has, again, tons of talent. USC has fallen short in the face of huge expectations before, and college football's a weird sport, so it could happen again. But with this roster, and specifically with Darnold at QB, it's tough to envision the Trojans not being great in 2017. That starts by handling the Broncos on Saturday.